Power to the truth. Once again, this is Peter S. Lopez, Capita de Aslan. Matthew 24:6, King James Version. And ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. It is Thursday. I'm in Sacramento, California. As usual, not like I'm a road traveler. And I sense that many people in the world are under stress. If they're aware. Some might not be aware. Some could be stoned out of their minds. Some could be so stupefied that they're stupid. And we know that since the strikes against Syria, launched by the Trump regime, by the Trump regime, R-E-G-I-M-E, there's been more tension in the world, and lots of talk and speculation about the whole Syrian situation triggering a World War III. And it could happen. So I'm still the same old shit. I'm into healing, radical recovery, and raising mass revolutionary consciousness. So here I am doing my little video for whoever happens to pop up here. I'm not going to dwell on just the Syria question, because if you're aware and you have internet access and you give a damn, you should have checked out the basics already. And if you're sharp, maybe you'll follow me on Twitter at Pizza Daslan. And I've been focusing more on wars and rumors of wars last few days. I maintain that we are still on a collision course headed towards extinction as an endangered species on Mother Earth. So we get the government we deserve. There are those who say, well, voting is a waste of time. So for whatever reason, they didn't vote in the last election. So those who are Trump supporters, at least you voted if you voted. So I think the minimum requirement or obligation of a citizen should be to be aware of what's going on, be aware of the news, be aware of what's happening. Come election day, for us all to get off our ass and go out and vote. V-O-T-E. And it may not make a difference, you say. It will at least give us a rough idea of how many are in support of a given party, our candidate, our position, than it did before. For example, Occupy Wall Street people. Where's Occupy Wall Street now? It's showing how I ain't occupying Wall Street anymore. So, when you see how the Tea Party, they got involved in electoral politics and they got a lot more power in Congress. You see how Trump was the lesser of two evils between Hillary, the witch, and the tyrant Trump. We ended up with the tyrant Trump. He's a racist, he's anti-humane, talking about the Muslim ban, and his executive orders like he's all that in the bag of chips. And building the wall between Mexico and the USA. He's going to do that against Canada. So, politics is war without bloodshed. And we're at the point now where between here and death, we should meditate on how should we live. I say we live with courage. I say we live with dignity. D-I-G-N-I-T-Y. I say we live in faith. Faith in the Creator, faith in ourselves, with the hope that we can each make a difference in our lives and in the lives of others. I'm healing myself. I'm trying to live in a healthy way. My biggest chemical vice right now is smoking tobacco. I'm a recovered dope fiend, blah blah. Christopher B. Du Bois said something like, "Judge me not by the heights to which I've risen, but from the depths from which I've climbed." Meditate on that. I refuse to live in fear. F-E-A-R. False evidence appearing real. I have no fear of self-exposure. I can only be executed once. And I'm going to live my life as free as I can. express myself as much as I want. Exercise my humane rights that were bestowed upon me by virtue of my birth here upon Mother Earth. I don't want to be around toxic people, people who are sick, people who are racist, people who are evil. I'd rather be alone. I appreciate my solitude here. As much as I bitch about the rambling too much, I will one for a little cramped little dungeon here. But I've learned to appreciate it, especially when no one's bugging me. I imagine parents are more stressed about life right now because of the global situation. Especially when they worry about how the future will be for their children growing up. So, I figured the more we can make people aware, the more we can make people healthy, not just physically, but spiritually, the better off we'll all be. We may be just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean wouldn't be the same without that drop. So we each have something that we can contribute to make it a better world. For us here now, and for future generations. So we know how since Trump passed back there, just those missile strikes in Syria at 59, of course, round out to 60, cost about $1 million each. Now he's done the MOAB, murder of all bombs in Afghanistan. We have a maniac in the White House. And the American voters put him there. So we get the damn government we deserve. We get the evil psychopath in the White House we deserve. So really we have no one else to blame but ourselves. Can't blame it on the Russians hacking us. When is the U.S. going to take responsibility for itself? When are Americans going to wake up and grow up and become functional citizens who participate in life? If there's ever going to be a democracy in America, which there's none now, it must be a participatory democracy. Any government by its very nature is going to be imperfect. Especially when we know govern, which means control, and mint, M-E-N-T, which means mind. So govern is the way to control the mind. The same way how religion is a kind of mob control. spiritual in my quintessence, but I'm not a phony Christian. I'm not a phony patriot. I don't believe in that passage crap about America first. To me, with all the environmental issues that we have now, we better start thinking in terms of Earth first. E-A-R-T-H. The environment. Chaos in the weather. Global chaos in terms of politics. Here in the USA, many are just stuck in little boxes of like between the decayed Democratic Party and the rotten Republican Party. We need to be thinking in terms of third party. We're even going to be involved in electoral politics. Right now, the whole electoral system is screwed up. Remember that Trump won the electoral college, so he won the presidency. But the witch Hillary won the popular vote. So if we went by that, she would be president. It turns out we already be in hot war with Russia. Now we got U.S. warships going towards Korea. In Syria, that could trigger into a conflict with Russia. North Korea could trigger into a conflict between China and North Korea. So they're volatile regions of the world right now. So we don't know how this is going to come out. I don't got no crystal ball. As I say, between here and death, the question is, how should we live? I say we live in peace with each other. We live with love in our hearts for all of humanity, regardless of race or ethnic group or other category. And we see our common unity based upon our common survival needs. Remember, food, clothing, shelter, medical care, quality education, plus water, clean air, clean environment. So it's good to be aware of what's going on, but it's also good not to get bummed out about it. Not to get obsessed with stuff. To keep a balance as a triune being of mind, body, and soul. Balance is important. So I want to get this off my chest. I've been thinking about this stuff the last few days, and so shit might change by the end of the week. It is within the realm of possibilities that World War III could jump off. Are you ready? Have you worked the 12 steps? Have you done a personal inventory? Have you you made amends to those of you who have done wrong to? Have you found peace with the Creator? Have you found peace of mind? Have you found peace in your soul? Just pray for all of you. I wish you well. Feel free to give me feedback. Love one another.